That moment when you realize, I've lost him. There are moments in life that leave scars. One of them is the realization that you have lost a person who was valuable to you. But why does this happen? Why do women, even those who love and strive for happiness, often push away those who could be their ideal partner? This article is not about criticism. It's about reality, about the things we underestimate. We'll talk about Stoicism, the wisdom of ancient philosophers, and how these lessons help us better understand our mistakes. We'll also share inspirational quotes that can change the way you think about relationships. Are you ready? A dynamic beginning? Not just about he left. Think about it. How many times have you caught yourself thinking that your relationship has collapsed because of trifles? He didn't bring flowers. He didn't respond to a message after 10 minutes. But the real reason is always deeper. According to the concept of Stoicism, we cannot control other people, their behavior or decisions. We can only control our attitude towards it. Epictetus said, people get upset not because of events, but because of their attitude to those events. How many times have you been angry about something insignificant that turned into a fight? Now imagine if you had chosen calmness and understanding. Mistake 1. Idealizing the bad guys. One of the key points is the tendency of women to ignore good men because they are attracted to those who look more complex, mysterious, or even dangerous. But you know what's interesting? This is often the result of an illusion. The heroine of one American study confessed, I spent years trying to change men who didn't appreciate me, and I completely missed the one who was there for me and loved me for who I am. It is important to understand that you should choose a man not because of adrenaline or external charisma, but because of his values. A man who chooses you every day, not just when it's convenient for him, is a treasure. Mistake 2. Inability to accept kindness. Good men often lose interest because their kindness and care are perceived as something boring. Women in the modern world are so accustomed to stress and drama that calmness and love seem suspicious. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and one of the most famous Stoics, wrote, kindness is an invincible force. Men who know how to love will not wait long for someone who does not appreciate it. They will go where they are accepted for who they are. Mistake 3. Control and distrust. How often do you analyze his every action? Do you look for a double meaning where there is none? The desire to control everything is a poison for relationships. Stoicism teaches us to trust the world and accept it as it is. Epictetus wrote, freedom is when you allow people to be who they are and you allow yourself to be at ease. Good men leave when they feel that they are not trusted. Their value is in freedom and mutual respect. Mistake 4. I want to change him. Changing someone is the biggest trap. We often forget that people are not made to our expectations. Good men do not need to be remade. They already have their principles, their ambitions, and their self-sufficiency. As Seneca wrote, he who knows how to live with peace in his soul has already achieved success. When a woman tries to change a man, she forgets that breaking his individuality means losing the person who initially attracted her. Mistake 5. Underestimating yourself. Sometimes the reason for losing a good man is not him, but you. When a woman does not know what she is worth, she chooses toxic scenarios. A good man will leave if he feels that his efforts are not appreciated. Ask yourself, do I value myself? Because if not, you won't be able to accept love, even if it's real. Inspirational story. Lessons of Stoicism in real life. Imagine Sophia, a successful woman who has always strived for the ideal. Her husband, Andrew, loved her for who she was, but she thought he was not ambitious enough. She wanted more, and after long quarrels, Andrew left. Only a few years later did she realize that his simplicity was a manifestation of harmony and strength. After the loss, Sophia reread the works of the Stoics and realized that true happiness lies in accepting people, not in trying to change them. What can you do to avoid losing someone? Learn to listen. Men rarely speak directly about their feelings, but if you listen carefully, you can learn a lot. Be grateful. How often do you thank your partner for his efforts? Leave space for freedom. No one likes to be controlled. Appreciate the moments. Stoicism teaches us to live in the here and now. Appreciate what you have instead of looking for illusions. Final thought. Find a balance. Losing a good husband is not the end of the world, but a lesson. But isn't it better to learn these lessons in advance while there is still a chance to save the relationship? If you want to build true, deep love, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. Your happiness depends on the quality of your thoughts. Start with yourself, and then you will be able to keep what is really important.